Sawubona Mzansi. Is everything good in the hood? Can you hear me? Let's check. Okay, things are looking good here. Let me know on TikTok if you can hear me. Sawubona everyone. So, what we are going to do today is we are going to try and fix some errors. Okay. Sorry, just setting things up. Okay. So the first thing that we have to do is I'm going to switch over screens for us now. What is this now? Mac add. Add. Display. Ubuntu screen. Okay. How's that looking, guys? Is that looking good? Is that looking better? Let's see. Interesting. I think it should be fine. So, and then the left, we'll add it back in. Display here. I'll put it here. So let's see what we're looking like. But that's fine. Let me know in the chat if you think things aren't looking good. We'll try and fix that. Sorry, I'm just working off of one screen now, so it's a little bit difficult at the moment. But what we're going to get up to today is try and fix some issues that we were facing today. So what we are trying to do is, let me open up Google. What we are trying to do today is I'll show you Flutter ads banner. Yes, this is it over here. Let me switch over to here. Yeah, so you should be looking at the left side of the screen. So we were looking at trying to integrate Google mobile ads into MIH. Not all over MIH, just a few places. But what the issues that we were facing with this was, after we installed this package, it broke some things on our development environment. So what we're going to do today is try and fix our development environment, and then hopefully tomorrow we can continue working on getting the Google mobile ads working for us. So let me switch over to the right side of the screen. So you should be able to see our VS Code on the side of the screen right now. So this is our pub specs package. So that's basically all the third-party packages that MIH uses and utilizes across MIH. We are currently working on that, or this is what it's showing over here. And the first thing that I would like to do is I would go to the terminal, and we would go to, so we currently, let's clear this. So if you have a look over here, we're currently sitting in the front end folder. This is the MIH front end folder, and we'll just do Flutter clean to try and clean up our project. We'll give it some time to do that. Hmm. Okay. Nice, nice. It's running it, so it looked like that. Did it? Then we can say flutter pub pub get. It should resolve a few things for us. Then once we do this, then what we can do is try and run it again. And if we come here, click on run. Yeah, let's do Chrome for now. Errors. Where's the errors? Okay. So let's close this. Sometimes VS Code, when I'm using Ubuntu, it doesn't update when it gets new packages and things. But if we just close it and open it up again, it looks like things are fine, and now it's running stuff. We don't need this. If we run pubget, we'll see if it gives us any issues. So it looks like it does give us some issues. So let's close this. The issues that it's telling us is because no version of Flutter-Lint matches this to that, and Flutter-Lint requires this. Some of these errors are quite difficult to understand. So I normally just go to AI. So we'll go to Gemini and we'll paste it in there and see what it tells us. So I'll paste it, send. So we'll let it think for a bit. Flutter upgrade. Okay, that's another thing. Flutter upgrade. Flutter pubget. Let's try Flutter upgrade. I'm a little bit afraid of using that because there's some things that have dependencies, but Flutter upgrade. Unlocking success on TikTok. So let's see what happens. So let's create a new branch here and call it bug error fixing. Error fixing, and then we will have a look to see what happens when we say flutter. What is it? Flutter upgrade. So flutter upgrade. Let's see what happens. It could break a few things, it could fix things, but we'll see what happens. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me, if everything is looking fine. Oh, on this side, it's not your screen. Yeah. So it's busy downloading things for us now. So please let me know in the chat what you think, what you're thinking. Is things working fine? Is the audio working fine? Is the camera fine? Can you see my code on the screen right now? All of those kind of things. So let me know. Holding Flutter tools, Flutter, resolving dependencies, downgrading packages, or downloading packages, sorry. Get dependencies. Cool. Can you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, perfect. So I'm seeing you guys here on my phone, just making sure if things are looking good, and everything is looking fine. So I won't miss out on any of the chats and things. Perfect. Sawubona guys, sawubona. So yeah, you are seeing everything, so it is fine. Let me put the volume down on this, so there's no duplicates. But yeah, we are currently, if you're looking on the screen right now, we are currently upgrading Flutter. So that's the technology framework, whatever you want to call it, that we are using to upgrade MIH. We're just upgrading things just to make sure that our issues, because if we have a look at, I think it is output, yeah, over here, you'll see that there's some mismatch in dependencies, something like that. So we did paste it into Gemini and asked Gemini what's it all about, and Gemini suggested the first thing that we do is update Flutter. And that's what's happening right now. So Android ARM release tool. Yeah, so we were looking at, let me try and bring it up for you. So we were looking at, while this is downloading for us, we were looking at, uh, this plugin to have some ads inside MIH, just so that we can make some money on our side also. So this is a Flutter plugin for Google mobile ads, supporting banners, inter inter something full screen, and rewards and native ads. So what we're looking at is specifically the banner ad, and we have to copy this and put it in our pub spec. So if we go over, and then we'll have to put it in this document over here, somewhere at the bottom over here maybe. But we'll wait for Flutter to update first. Let's see. Okay, if you read at the bottom, you'll see that there's no issues found at the moment. So no issues found means everything is running fine, everything is good. What we can then do is we'll minimize the terminal, then we'll just run flutter pub get. So flutter pub get gets a few things for us. So let's see what Gemini was saying also. Gemini was saying Flutter lint version 6.0.0 is likely. So let's see what the proper version of this is. So Flutter lint, I don't even know what this is all about firstly, but Flutter lint, it's also on 6. Dart analyzer, okay. Not sure what this is. We can remove it and see what happens, but I'm not quite sure. Current version is this. Lint requires STK version 3.3.8. Followed you. Thank you so much, Dr. Pixels, for the follow. Lint 6.0 because depends on Flutter version. Okay, I'm getting the same issue, which is not good at all. Not good for us at all. So we need to come back here. Let's see what the next step was. So after upgrading Flutter, let's go. Love seeing Flutter. Me too. It's such an amazing tool to use. You code once and deploy all over. But the only issue is there's a lot of hidden things or things that they hide from us. And it's basically automated in the background. And when those kind of things break, it's kind of a pain to sort out. This comment will upgrade Flutter version this. Okay, let's run Flutter Doctor in our terminal. And so we'll open up the terminal. We'll clear this and we'll just say Flutter Doctor -v. Is it like that? Unable to determine VS Code version. That shouldn't be an issue at all. Yeah, I second that. Upgrading Flutter is a headache, man. Yeah, definitely. And especially when you use different packages that depend on other packages that doesn't line up with you and all of those kind of things. So it's really crazy. It can really become crazy. But if we have a look over here, so Flutter Doctor -v basically copies everything for us, or it does an analysis check to see what's happening. So you'll see our Flutter itself is on version 3 point what. Then Android tool. So everything over here has a tick on it except for this VS Code version. I don't know if that's an issue or not, but I don't think so. I don't think it should be an issue. Then run this after upgrading is complete. Okay, let's copy this, Flutter pubget. Or let's clean and then do pubget again. So we'll just click up to navigate to the correct ones that we want. Flutter clean. We'll delete that. Flutter pubget. I'm not going to use that no examples things. It must give me examples. Okay. Everything seemed to work now. So what is the word? Let me just put Android pub commit. So what are we working on? So if we have a look over here, if you can see my screen right now, we were trying to get some ads into MIH, not all over. I'll show you exactly where. Let's open up MIH now. So what we are thinking of is we're going to open up MIH now, and in the Mzansi wallet, just underneath the barcode maybe, have a little banner ad over there. So every time you use Mzansi wallet, you are showing your appreciation to us and helping us maintain MIH also. So that's what we are trying to do. In order to do that, we had to create a ad mob account. So that's something to do with Google side. So they have it's called ad mob. It's a website where you register your applications and they give you IDs and all of this kind of things in order to know that this ad was seen in your application and the money probably has to come to you. It's probably something along those lines. In order to do that, we can ask Flutter again how to do that. But in order to do that, we have to use the Google Mobile Ads package in Flutter. So this is on pub.dev. You can go check it out there also. We'll go through the documentation also. But today we are trying to sort this out, and it was breaking everything on our side. If you watched our video today, you saw that we were just dealing with a whole bunch of errors and issues the entire day, and I was speaking to Gemini, couldn't get it right. The Pro and the Flash version 2.5. Speaking to ChatGPT, the new one wasn't getting right. Speaking to DeepSeek wasn't getting right. Maybe we'll speak to Cloud today if we're facing the same issues. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yes, I've integrated ads to one of my apps with Mobkey as well. Cool. How was your experience? Was it an Android app? Was it an iOS app? Was your experience fine? And did you have a Flutter application? What framework were you using? Or were you just coding straight native and calling it a day? So that's what we are trying to do. Add like a little ad to the bottom over here. But because I haven't used, so this is my laptop, not the main development machine. I haven't used this to develop in quite some time. So things weren't syncing up on this side. But everything seems to be working fine now. It looked to be like Flutter needed to upgrade, and I needed to clean the cache or the builds and all those things and then put it back in. But then I'll show you now that we got to a point where everything should run. If I were to run this, okay, there's some errors in the code. That's fine, we'll just close it. Let me know in the chat if you know how to. Android app, I use Flutter as well. I'm a Flutter dev primarily. Great. I'm glad to see the Flutter developers of Mzansi are pulling through right now. And was it a good experience? Like, did you use this Google mobile ads and did you have a good experience? Let's open up VS Code again. Let me know. Were you facing the same issues that I was facing? So I'll show you now what I mean by the issues that I was facing. If we head over here, so I'm going to copy this dependency or this package into my pub spec, and then I'll save it. So what happened previously, or let me not do that now. I don't think I should have done that. Let me comment that out, save it, and then we'll try run it and see what happens. You see this lint thing comes back. Very strange. Very strange. Let me know, Mr. Pixels, what you think. what could be that lint error. And I don't even know, can I even remove lint? Because I don't know if I use it. Let me not do crazy things. Okay, so it's running pub-get now. Same thing. I'm gonna remove this and then try run it again, because I don't know if I'm using this flutter lint. I haven't used it before. Oh my word. So let me come here, close this, open it up. I'm sorry if I'm very noob. Let me quickly check. Unfortunately, have my Nice, nice, nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So pub clean, pub get. Okay. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. Now if I close it and open it up again, it should pull through all those dependencies and all the errors should be gone right now. Now that we're here, we can run it and see what's going on. Interesting, interesting. There is no version of web compiler what that matches. And web compiler, so let's go to web compiler, which is down here. Maybe it just needs to be updated. I'm sure things are just not looking, where is it? Things need to just be upgraded to the proper version. So it is fine. So what I normally do is I think dot tools. I feel like I used to delete this because this is just a bold thing. Let me delete this. Let me go here. Terminal. Let's run it again. Pub clean. Yeah, let's clean up. Let's get our stuff. So okay, these packages are no longer being depended on Flutter lint and the other one. 46 packages have newer dependencies. Okay, that shouldn't be an issue, I hope. Let's try run it. Let's see what happens now. So we're running it in, I think it's the Chrome version. So it should pop up with Chrome and, is it even running? Okay, now it's running. Now it's running. Sorry. Okay, this one, .stk, what version is this? So once again, we don't have to waste time. We'll copy, put it into Gemini, and we'll see what it says. It seems you've encountered another dependency resolution error. After, wait, let me see if we can hear it. Listen. Required dot
It
version.
seems you've encountered another dependency resolution error after trying to...
But I did do Flutter upgrade. I think we need to do a Flutter doctor again. And after the Flutter doctor, then we can Flutter doctor. Then we can just paste that, or all this information over here, we'll paste it to Gemini, because I think it's telling me I have an incorrect version of dot. Meanwhile, I have the correct version of dot over here. So that's an issue. How's it, Didi? Good, good. So I partitioned the code like mad, but I can share that after for sure. Definitely, please feel free to hit me up. The Flutter error could possibly be a channel you're in, maybe. Try Flutter channel. Okay, we'll try Flutter channel. But I think I'm in the dev channel if I'm not mistaken, but we'll try that. Flutter channel. Flutter channels master, so I'm unstable. And if we have a look over here, that is version 3.32.4 running on Ubuntu. So as a Flutter Doctor, Flutter version, channel stable this. Five days ago, what is this talking about? Then dot version, crucially the dot version is 3.8.1. Let me try and make this a little bit big. Yeah. 3.8.1, where's this? Over here. Since your project has innovation now depends on this, and your .stk is too old, this is the exact same root cause, so Flutter upgrade. So we'll have to upgrade again. Strange. We'll see. Flutter is already up to date, so we'll give it back all of this. Because sometimes the AIs do nonsense. You're running this, which is up to date and recent just 5 days ago. Part 1 is still this. This is excellent. We discussed this before. It means that the requirement means both learned and this. Given that the Flutter environment can be compatible, you should know. Okay, so I can add that lint back in, I think. Let's go back. Let's add that lint back in, because I think that issue is now resolved. So there seems to be an issue with it thinks I'm using dot version 3.3.1, but I'm currently using this. Okay. So this will be some good help. And it looks like it's not seeing the correct version of dot. Flutter error could possibly be your channel, okay. This often happens when Flutter is installed via a snap package on Linux and when there is multiple Flutter installations or parts configured. Which Flutter? Oh, so boring. Let me move this over and we'll see. So we'll say which Flutter. So it's under snap. Where's this? Copy, paste this there. is indeed executing the Flutter version installed via snap. The core problem, the dot version reported by... I wonder if it's a VS Code extension issue. Like, is there things that I need to update? No. Okay, restart my terminal. Okay. Let's close this file or terminal. New. And then navigate to the okay, I'm here. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Okay. Then clean it. So let's do that. Flutter clean. Flutter clean. Flutter pub. Repair. Interesting. I haven't tried this command before. Hello, Holiday. How are you doing? I'm not doing anything. Okay. I think my PC is going through the most right now. Okay, that's fine. If we go here, yeah. Missing or out of date. Close this, run this. Chrome. Same thing, it's still the current version is this. Is this streaming on Twitch or YouTube by any chance? Yeah, so we're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and TikTok. So if you like the big screen, you can check over there. I think it's a better experience that side, so you can look there. I'm good. I'm a web dev. Nice to see you. So I'm a Flutter dev, if I can call myself that. So we are across multiple platforms. So we're just trying to fix some issues at the moment. So it looks like Flutter is not looking at the correct version of Dart. If you look over here, it's 3.6.1. If we go to the terminal, Dart dash version, we're currently using 8.1. So there's a mismatch between these two. That's the main issue. So, and I think it's this, we didn't try that other command, so I'm not sure. Snap reinstall Flutter manually, strongly recommended if the above fails. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to reinstall things. Last resort, Flutter clean. This one over here, for some reason, it's not working. Flutter pub. CACHE repair does not do anything. It just hangs in the terminal. Let's go to the bottom. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Something like that concerning flutter pub caches hanging. This indicates that a deeper problem with the version mismatch. It seems to be an issue with the pub cache itself. Okay. So 1, force kill the hanging process. Control C. Okay, no, it repaired things. Nice. Then we can go pub get. All of these errors should disappear post that. If we close this and open it up, no version of Flutter Learn 6. I wonder why it fails. I wonder why it fails. Flutter pub get. Yeah, it works fine over here, but then never mind. I won't use that pop-up that pops up over here. Let's try run it and see. Resolving dependencies. Same thing. Nah, I have zero idea what's going on right now. Okay, kill this. What are we building? So, this is MIH right now, if you can see this. So this is our system that we're working on that we use to create MIH. So it's just a super app, if we can call it that. And it has multiple different tools. So like your wallet, so a place to store your cards digitally. You can open up, take it to checkers, to different places, scan it, and then it'll be fine. So it's removing your cards from your wallet. Then we have the patient profile, a place to store all of your patient information in one place. So here's your personal information, your medical aid information, if you have it. We have your patient notes, documents, proof of accounts. Hey. People are doing nonsense over here. This is the test profile, so people are playing around with it and doing their own stuff. And then claims. But a better one to show you, if I go to the patient manager, we'll open up the test patient. We will view the, so you'll see here's the consultation notes from previous doctor's visits. Then we have different documents that's available. So we have images like x-rays that you can see and zoom into. Other x-rays should be this one. And then we have the prescription, which is generated through the application itself, where it auto puts your signature. It also puts a verification QR code. It puts the prescriptions in your company logo and company information over there for you also. Then we have the medical certificate. So I'll show you how it works in a couple seconds. So this is the medical certificate. So this is what a patient would give to the doctor. Or not to the doctor, to their work or their school. So you can do that through MIH. So you can see over here it is generate prescription. If we click on that, we have we can search for medicine. So let's search for search, and then there's everything that matches that search criteria. So say I was looking for Demazin cold and flus, I would click on that. The dosage is maybe 2 tablets, 3 times a day for 5 days, 0 repeats. I'll click on add, and then it brings it adds it to our prescription list. Then we can click on generate and it'll generate our document for us. Or we can do our medical certificates, where you can say when's your sick leave from. So it's from the 17th, for example, up to and including the 19th, and then returning at work or school on the 20th. You click on that and you'll click on generate, and then you'll get something similar to this. Then we have our claims and statements. So if we have a look at this, so this is, if you're using medical aid, the doctor himself will have to submit this claim to the medical aid so that he can get paid for the services that he provided. Or if someone is, thank you so much, Tech, for the follow. If you are using cash, or you're not using medical aid, then the doctor would print out the normal statement and hand that to you to show you how much you need to pay, something like that. So if we click on it, just to have a view of it, we have this is a claim, so we have our patient's details, the provider's details, the service details, so it was a consultation on the 27th, general consultation, and the important part about this one over here is the ICD-10 code. So that is, I think it was created by the WHO, and it's to track the number of diagnoses across the world. So they can say, okay, at the end of 2024, there was X amount of TB cases that were diagnosed. There was X amount of cancer patients that were diagnosed. Things like that. So that's what the ICD-10 code is. Very important. So I'll show you how that one works. We'll click on generate. Here's our form that you can click on. We'll leave it as default as a claim. We'll leave it as the default date, consultation, general consultation. The important part is the ICD-10 code. So if I search I-10, click on enter. Here's the code, and this one over here is hypertension, essential primary hypertension. If I close this and search a different one, say E9 maybe, click on enter, and you'll see this is a different one. This is nutritional and metabolic disorder in disease classified elsewhere. All right, so this is just like, I think we can search for flu, and you can see if you come in for a flu, I don't know what a normal flu is, but I think it's influenza or something. There's an influenza infection. Maybe it's this one over here. So the doctor would click on this, the cost of it, and then generate it. It would get you something like this. So this is the system that we're currently building. We're currently facing some issues just with the development environment. This one is a different issue that I was facing compared to what I was facing today. This seems to be specific to this laptop, and it probably has to do with some build things that are not syncing up for some reason. Let me know if you have any other questions about the system itself. So if we come here, we'll open Gemini again and delete the cache directory. I'll copy this. Let's go over here. Where's my terminal? So we'll go to terminal, we'll paste this in. Let's see what that does. Okay. Then be careful. Okay. After deleting the cache, important, close your current terminal and open a brand new one. This ensures that the cache, okay. Navigate back to the project directory, run flutter clean, okay. Nice. Thank you so much, Holiday. So, like they said, we'll close this terminal. We'll open up a new terminal. We'll navigate over to our directory. So cd change directory, if you don't know, to the front end directory. Then over here, what we will do is flutter clean, then pubget. Yeah, so flutter clean, then pubget. Then it should work, hopefully. So flutter clean is here. Okay, it looks like it's taking some time. Okay, nice. So it's cleaned. And then flutter pubget. Is Gemini better than ChatGPT? I guess they're neck and neck. It's just your preference. So I like using Gemini because I like use Google's services. So even Flutter was created by Google. I have an Android phone. I I'm using Linux, I guess, which is very open source and things. So I like using their technology. So when Gemini doesn't work for me, then I move over to DeepSeek. After DeepSeek, then I'll try ChatGPT. I just don't like OpenAI and Sam Altman's vibes on things. Also, sorry, one more thing that I forgot to mention. If we have a look at the MIH home screen, we'll see that there's Ask Mzansi. So we can ask it a question. Hey, how are you? And then it should come back and answer us. I just restarted the service, but you see, hey, I'm doing great, thanks. Or we can even listen. Let's listen.
Hey there, I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just here and ready to help. Smile, how's your day going so far? Is there anything I can assist you with today, perhaps using the MIH app?
What is the MIH app?
The MIH app is Mzansi's first super app. Basically, it's designed to make your personal and business life a whole lot easier. It's one place where you can manage your business profile, teams, appointments, and even do some quick calculations. Think of it as a handy all-in-one tool. Winking face. Want to know more about its features? Mzansi Innovation Hub's social media pages has all the details.
Right, so we also have our own AI inside our system. It is, we didn't create it from scratch. We are using Olama and we're using Gemma 3 on the back end. So if we explore the models, we are using Gemma 3. This is what we're currently using for our large language model inside MIH. So let's get back to the call. Let me know if you have any other questions. So we did Flutter clean. Then we did get, let's close this, open it up. What I'm not going to do is, you'll see there should be a pop-up over here. I'm not going to click on any of these pop-ups. I'm going to close them. And after doing that, let's try it one more time in Chrome. Resolving dependencies. Same thing. It's still this issue. Ultimately, reinstalling Flutter manually, highly recommended. Oh my word. Snap remove Flutter, download the tar from this thing, export. I think that's what the issue might be. I don't want to do this now. I don't feel like doing this now. This seems like a way bigger job, and there's 10 minutes left. So yeah, we'll ask her, tell me about the features of MIH. Tell me about the features of the MIH app. So yeah, you can log on to, all you have to do is search Mzansi Innovation Hub. We are on Google, we should pop up there. Mzansi Innovation Hub. Yeah, we should be the first link there. You can click on it, create an account, and you can have a chat with Mzansi AI. Let's have a listen to see what the features are all about.
Okay, let's break down the features of the MIH app. Here's a quick rundown. Mzansi profile. Asterisk asterisk, this is your central hub. You can manage your personal and business information here. Mzansi wallet. Asterisk asterisk, store your loyalty cards digitally, no more bulky wallets. Patient manager. Asterisk asterisk, specifically for medical practices, it helps you schedule patient appointments and manage data seamlessly. Mzansi AI. Asterisk asterisk, that's me. I'm here to answer your questions and help you out.
Thank you so
Calendar.
much, Vinny.
Asterisk asterisk, manage your
Vinyl,
appointments, both
for
personal
the
and
follow.
business, all in one place. Calculator. Asterisk asterisk, quick calculations, including tip calculations. Pretty handy, right? Smile. You can find a more detailed explanation on Mzansi Innovation Hub's social media pages. Would you like me to elaborate on any specific
Nah, that's okay. That's what MIH is all about, in a nutshell. So we are on. What is this? Okay. So this is my domain also, but I'm gonna switch this off. I don't know why it's here. Yeah, you can see this one over here. It's also mine, but we must remove this from there. But yeah, we're on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and on the web. As you can see from here, you can just click on it and see what we're all about. It should take you directly into MIH if you've logged in before. If not, it'll take you to our login page, where you can either use a sandbox account or you can go ahead and create an account. So I already have an account, sandbox account. Yep, perfect. Yeah, so this issue is kind of stressing me because there seems to be two versions of Flutter chilling on my computer right now, and I don't know which one is which. Hmm. But yeah, that's fine. We'll check it out tomorrow. We'll check it out tomorrow and see what's good. Another thing, so if we have a look at the About MIH page, we are on version 1.1.10. This is the latest version. It was released today on the web. I think it's in review on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. And tomorrow it should be released on the Android. Do you also do web dev? So when I use Flutter, so this is the tool. So let's go on to, so I do also do web dev, but not in the way that you're thinking. So if we ask Mzansi, what is Flutter all about? So Flutter is the tool that I use in order to create MIH. If we search what that is, let's give it some time.
Hey there, let's talk about Flutter. Basically, Flutter is a super cool framework created by Google for building beautiful, natively compiled apps for mobile, web, and desktop from a single codebase. Think of it like this: you can build an app for iOS, Apple iPhones, and Android, Samsung, Google Pixel, etc., using just one set of code. It's built on the Dart programming language. It's known for its fast development, expressive UI, and the ability to create apps that look and feel fantastic. Want me to elaborate on any particular aspect, like how it compares to other frameworks or what makes it so great for developers?
So yeah, so we use Flutter. So I wouldn't call myself a specific web dev. I'm a Flutter dev, and Flutter, you can push your code out to multiple platforms. So not only iOS, Android, and the web, but also Mac OS, sometimes Linux and Windows. So you can code once and deploy on all of those platforms. Currently, we're only deploying on the 3 platforms, but you can deploy on multiple platforms. So that's what we're using. If you want to know more about it, it is an open source project. So if you just go to Flutter, and yeah, you can see over here, build for any screen. Flutter transforms development process, build, test, and deploy beautiful mobile, web, and desktop applications and embedded experiences from a single code base. So that's the important part. One code base, and you can be on all of the different platforms. So that's why we're using Flutter. The only problem with Flutter is things like this. But this seems to be a huge user error and not really a Flutter issue, because I think on my side, I installed Flutter in my terminal, and then I also installed Flutter through VS Code. So I think there might be a conflict between what's here in VS Code, the extensions, and what's in my terminal. When I do dot dash dash version in the terminal, you'll see I'm on version 1.1.8. However, when I try and run this code and compile it, it's telling me that I'm using version 3.6.1. So there seems to be an issue between the SDK versions that I'm using. I've installed it twice somehow, and that's the problem. That's currently the problem that we're facing. But there's only 3 minutes left to the live. Do you have any other questions for me? Because I don't think we're going to resolve this now. We're going to end in the next couple of minutes. But do you have any questions about MIH, about development, about Flutter, about anything? We can ask Mzansi also. We can get some guidance from Mzansi and see what happens. So please let me know. What else? Something new that we released now in version 1.1.8. So if we head over to the calculator, we'll see that we have just a normal simple calculator where we can do calculations. We have a tip calculator. So you know when you're going out for an experience, what is the business model? So we have a support model, so the application is free to use for businesses. If you would like dedicated support, you can reach out to us and you can pay for that service from us. If not, it's free to use, to utilize, things like that. We're also trying to put ads in. That's the main issue that we were facing in strategic places inside MIH, not to spoil your experience, but to also contribute to the project. So the tip calculator, say for example, you're going out and the tip comes, or the bill comes to 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the service was good, you give them a 10% tip. And if you're going out with your hun maybe, then you don't need to split the bill. But if you'd like to split the bill with a few people, let's say you're out with 5 friends, then you can click calculate. Then almost instantly you'll get what what each person has to pay. So you can see 271 rand 48 cents. But me, I would just go for 272 rand and pay that. So each of our friends will pay that. No fumbling on the check. No trying to figure out, okay, this person must pay this, person must pay this. Or now you're drunk and you're fiddling with your pen on the slip itself. So we've removed that from you. It also tells you what your tip is if you like adding that to the slip. The total bill amount, which is 1358, and then per person. If we close this up, let's clear this, then what we've added in, this was something old. So what we've added in is a Forex calculator. Forex calculator is an experimental feature, as you can see at the bottom by our disclaimer. You can click on it and open up the disclaimer to read what's it all about. And what we can do here, we can say 1 currency amount. We can say 1 USD. And then you can say to ZAR, South African Rand, calculate. And then you can see 1 US dollar is 17 Rand and 84 cents as at the 17th. However, when testing this out and trying this out, it's not exactly the same as what's on Google. I think Google's one updates more frequently than my one. If you see over here, this was updated now at 6 o'clock. My one was probably updated early in the morning. If we have a look at the time one day, yeah, if we have a look at the time, it was probably updated around this period. And thank you so much, Chief, for the follow. So if we have a look over here, it's 17 Rand 84. So this was early in the morning, and ours aligns with that. So ours updates once daily. The amount is not really a live feed of the foreign currencies. And that's exactly what is explained in the disclaimer. So this is just an experimental feature, testing out what else, because what else can we do inside MIH? Because a while ago, one of the members of Mzansi over on TikTok said that the calculator feature, well, I asked the question, what features, what other additional calculations should I add to the Mzansi calculator? And they said a Forex calculator. So this was months ago. And only now, after I did like the UI overhaul, the input overhaul, all of those kind of things, then we tackled this. And it was quite easy. It took like a day or so to complete this. But it was successful. I believe it is successful. Maybe it can be a little bit more prettier. I'm sure that is the case, but the proof of concept works. the proof of concept works. If you like this feature, let me know. If you like the tip calculator, the standard calculator, let me know. Any of the other features, let me know. Just remember, you can find us on Google, normal Google, search Mzansi Innovation Hub. So you can search Mzansi Innovation Hub. Go to the Google Play Store, search Mzansi Innovation Hub, or you can go to the Apple App Store and search it. If you search it now, you probably won't get the latest version, but if you search it tomorrow, say tomorrow midday, you'll be able to get version 1.1.10. To figure that out, you just go to the About MIH package, and you'll see the MIH app version. 1.1.10 is the latest. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining the live today. Let me switch this. I appreciate you being here through all the struggles, through all the tedious stuff. I appreciate you. I'm gonna try and fix this issue tomorrow. I should have been a little bit more prepared today with this laptop, but lack of time. But we'll sort that out tomorrow and hopefully get that ad thing working, because that's where the main issue started from, was the ad thing. So thank you so much, and let's keep working hard, Mzansi.